Hello and welcome everybody to match 2 with Amulet Titan. The list is as you see on screen here. The things of note that have changed from my previous Amulet lists, you might notice one copy of Crumbling Vestige over this Selesnya Sanctuary, a copy of Tribe Scout over an Ancient Stirrings, and a negate over the Chameleon Colossus from the sideboard. If you want to know a little bit more detail about those particular choices, you can look at the match 1 for this league. But yeah, as for right now, let's just get right into it. Alright, ready to jump in here? Now, again, I will mention, as for right now, the companions are still not yet updated in the system. I still wanted to get some content out, so it is possible our opponent is playing a companion, and it looks like they are. Not a big problem. I always felt that Titan was a strong choice against the companions anyways. This Gigantha means probably either humans or Tron, or I guess possibly spirits. I think against Tron, this hand is alright. The turn 1 Amulet is great, and if we hit a bounce land, then we have a turn 3 Titan, so yeah, I'm keeping. We have a couple draws with some Explorers to find that bounce land, so I think we're pretty well set up here. I'm going to lead on the Stronghold to get this Amulet out pronto. And then we'll see what our opponent can be playing over there. I do hope it's Tron. I personally find the Tron matchup to be quite an interesting matchup with Amulet. We do see a power plant. Okay. But yeah, I've always found the Tron matchup to be quite fun. It's usually over pretty quick, which most people would consider a detriment. But personally, I enjoy the gameplay. I like how straightforward it is. We have expertly drawn our one of Sakura Tribe Scout here, so this gives us the advantage of being able to play a land next turn. We couldn't obviously play the Grazer there for no value, but this Tribe Scout does the job fine, so we'll see if this comes to benefit us. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do, since we have this Scout here, is we're going to explore and see if we can find a bounce land. Although I guess the extra land drop off the Explorer gives us that mana back anyways. Alright, we'll play our Amulet. Number 2. We'll play our Forest, and we will pass. Now, the one thing that this Sakura Tribe Scout does for us that Arboreal Grazer cannot is if our opponent happens to have a Karn here. I mean, to be honest, they probably Karn the Slayer Stronghold, actually, now I'm thinking about it. But if they have a Karn here and they downtick, we can attack the Karn for 1 point to make sure that they're not able to get rid of, say, a Titan. It is pretty annoying they're going to be able to get our Slayer Stronghold here if they have the Karn, but, I mean, there's not much we can do. If this were a Grazer and they played Karn and downticked, we'd be pretty much out of the game because our Titan entering the battlefield, we're not going to get field triggers off of it. We're not going to be able to attack with it if they have the Karn. And then the Karn would just eat the Primeval Titan, so. But here, we have a pretty good fighting chance. That is assuming we can play the Titan in the first place. We really need to top deck that bounce land, like now. Or I guess any tap land would do it too. But for this, we can swing one at the Karn, so that the Karn can't minus on our Titan. And go from there. Dryad. It's kind of a shame. I will play it. But not looking that great here. Although now, if we do get a Titan into play, then we can potentially kill this Karn off the battlefield if we need to, using a Valakut line. Oh, because we'd have to have hit a 4th land by then, so. We'll have to see how this goes. Goodbye, Arboreal Grazer. Hardly ever knew ye. We'll see what they have here. Yeah, if we happen to top deck the land that we need for Titan, I think the line's going to be to get Valakut and Ghost Quarter. and Ghost Quarter, I guess, the tower on their draw step. I have a tendency to say on their upkeep. I don't really know why. A lot of the things that I tend to do during my opponent's either upkeep or draw step, they're almost all at my opponent's draw step. So sometimes I do make that mistake, but I don't really know why. I guess one thing that you can do during your opponent's upkeep as opposed to their draw is cast something to try to get around them top decking a counterspell. Other than that, I generally like to do, especially things like Ghost Quarter, where they could draw a relevant like basic land and not be able to search for it. Usually best to Ghost Quarter in the draw step. So they got a map, and they mapped for a tower, and they played the tower. So, Wormcoil. Interesting. That was kind of a risk there. I guess they could have hit any... Okay, there's a bounce land, so that's great. I guess they could have hit any Tron land and still been able to hit the Wormcoil, but they just happened to find map, and the mana worked out to the point where they could play their Wormcoil this turn. Now that Wormcoil is in play, though, it's kind of a problem. So... we're going to be able to get 2 Titans into play this turn, I think. Obviously, we'll float the mana here. I'll do some quick math in a second. So, we're going to activate the Garen Brig, have 6, play a Titan, and have 2 up. And we get another land drop this turn as well. So that's going to be 3 plus the 6 we get from Titan. So I think we can get 2 Titans into play. So that is going to be the play. Here I'm going to go ahead and activate. No, we need the blue mana floating. Actually, that's not going to matter. The question is, do I need to have this bounce in hand? I think I need to activate Valakut this turn, so... Actually, so if we play this upcoming Titan, we're going to get a bounce land in T-West, and that's going to be a 4th land in play. No, but we need to play... Wait, just 1 second. So if we get any bounce land in T-West, we can float to with blue with it and use the forest, and then have the 4 from the bounce land and activate a Garen Brig. So we don't actually need to play the land to activate Garen Brig here. So yeah, I'm going to activate it right now. I'm going to pick back up the Simic Growth Chamber, I think. We also have a bunch of extra mana and land drops from this Soccer Tribe Scout that I have not calculated. But this is going to get a T-West and any bounce land. The bounce land doesn't really matter here. Yes. So I think because we're going to have a we can't really haste with the Stronghold, but we can activate Sunhome with the Valakut and the land we're about to get. So I think we get Sanctuary here. Alright, so we'll untap. And we'll untap. Float some mana. Untap. Again. Pick up the T-West. And we'll transmute it. And this will get a Summoner's Pact. And this Summoner's Pact will get a Titan. I wonder if we can kill them this turn, actually. So, we're going to activate, play our Primeval Titan. We can get Valakut and Vesuva. That's going to do 2 triggers. Yes. It's going to do 2 triggers worth 6 damage. And then we can play as land 2 for turn with the Dryad. The Vesuva copying the Valakut for 2 more triggers. So that's going to be 12. And then another 2 triggers from the Tribe Scout. So it looks like we're 1 short here. I mean, we're still getting Valakut and Vesuva here. We can kill the Wormcoil and both of its tokens. I think that is going to be the line. Or we could kill the Wormcoil and one of its tokens. I don't know if I like this line, actually. That's okay, we can still send the remaining 2 Valakut triggers at the Karn, so that's not a problem. This is fine. And then this doesn't really matter. There's no reason to float the mana here. So we're gonna yield until the end of this turn to Amulet. Always yes. Oh, I forgot there was only one Valakut in play at the moment. Always yield. So we'll kill this Wormcoil. And we'll pick up the Vesuva. We'll play it as a Valakut. Yeah, we were 1 short. We actually can do all of it here. We can kill both tokens, send 1 at 1 trigger, or 2 triggers at the Karn, and swing for 2. I'm at least killing the Death Touch token, I think. And I'm going to point the next one at the Karn. I don't think it matters which way we sequence this, so... We'll always yes to this. Yes. Okay, so we'll activate. Put our Growth Chamber into play. And we'll send 1 here. And 1 here. I guess we get blown out by an Oblivion Stone here, but we'll pick up our Growth Chamber so we have blue to potentially T-West. And now we can get in for 2 damage as well. Well, that was an impressive turn, but if they just sweep our board with Oblivion Stone, then we're back to square 0. Although we would at least have 2 Valakuts in play and a Bounce on in hand, so if we happen to top deck a a Dryad, or anything along those lines, then we might still be able to get lethal here pretty quickly. Tron the Great Creator. Okay. What is this going to get? I'd be surprised if they played Oblivion Stone in the sideboard. Sundering Titan. That's a rough one. Yeah, that really sucks. I mean, I still don't know how well they can beat these Primeval Titans, though, to be honest. Because I can attack with both, and then double strike one, or double strike both, actually. Oh, wait, no, okay, we're not dead here. Huh, I freaked out for a second, but we have a secret weapon. This Sakura Tribe Scout doing so much work this game, oh my gosh. Okay. And they left us a Valakut in play, which was very kind of them. So we will pay. Okay. I think it's best to save this Explorer, so... We're going to get 2 here, and then 2 off this. We could play Simic Growth Chamber, and then replay the Valakut, so that we can have enough to trigger... we do have a second Vesuva as well, so... we're going to be able to get triggers out of these Primeval Titan attacks. Can't yield to this turn because I'm planning on double striking. So we'll play our Valakut. I think it's pretty free to go ahead and play this Explorer here, just because. Growth Chamber. I'm gonna hold that one. So now we attack. Do I need to attack the Karn? I think I can deal with it with a Valakut trigger, perhaps? Hold on a second. Wait. So we're about to get 2 lands, and then Vesuva copying Valakut and a double strike. So they block this. I'm going to take 2 plus 6, so that's 8 plus 4 Valakut triggers. I think they're just dead. Let's see. So we get... One of them gets the Sunhome and the double strike land. No. So we're going to get the Vesuva copying Valakut and a different land first. And then this one's going to get the double strike land and something else. So we actually want both of these to be going at him. I don't think it matters, actually, but... yeah, this is fine. So the first one is going to get Vesuva copying Valakut, and any land... I'm going to make it the Crumbling Vestige, I suppose. Yep. And then we'll get to float some mana. Might as well float the colors for our double strike land here. And then this one can float another white, I guess. I don't know if that matters. And then this Titan will get double strike land, and then any land. Sunhome, and I guess Ghost Quarter. And we can manage to haste both of our Titans, I do believe. We need both of the Sunhomes at the bottom, though. I can't believe that we just survived a Sundering Titan. We'll add a red. We'll add a white. We're going to double strike this Primeval Titan. Use white and white, I guess. We're gonna untap the Sunhome. We're gonna... oh wait, hold on. We need to stop yielding. Yes. So here, we're gonna float our mana, and we're gonna double strike this Titan as well. And now we can always, yes. Yeah. Wow. Okay. That was an interesting turn, to say the least. Double Amulet does some ridiculous things. Okay, so we want negates. We want Pact of Negation. We want Beast Withins. We want Reclamation Sage. I still don't know how I feel about Force of Vigor. Since they showed us Karn the Great Creator, I'm gonna go ahead and bring it in. Sometimes it's pretty medium, though. So, Tribe Scout's obviously great. I think I can safely trim a Grazer, maybe two, just because they're not the best top decks, and they don't play very well without an Amulet. It's possible we just get our Amulet Natures claimed. I think it's safe to trim one Summoner's Pact. Same with one Stirrings. And Engineer Explosives doesn't seem relevant. And Explorers, bit slow for the matchup. I might actually want the Ancient Stirrings over the Explorer. I think I do. Or maybe it's just a Grazer. Either Ancient Stirrings is a Grazer. I think it's going to be Stirrings, actually. Yep. So my reasoning behind that is, the Stirrings is more likely to find a Titan, as far as finding a Tolaria West is concerned. More likely to get us an Amulet in play the turn that we need it, or a bounce land, whereas having the Grazer is only going to enable a fast draw, but those can be pretty steadily torn apart by a Nature's Claim or something of that sort. Or even a Dismember can be very detrimental to trying to speed out a Titan, so instead I'd rather go for the consistency of Stirrings, I think. This hand is interesting. Hand is certainly interesting. I think we keep it, because we have turn 2 Amulet into Growth Chamber to hold up Negate. So if we draw a green source here, that would be great. Untap green source for this Tribe Scout. We'll play the field. Vesuva is actually a pretty good draw there. That means we can safely play out this Growth Chamber and not have to worry about top decking another bounce land, so This hand's looking pretty swell. We'll just have to see exactly how this goes here. It looks like our opponent just has the nuts over there. Just turn 3 natural Tron, no setup required whatsoever. I respect it. But we do have the negate for protection against this particular draw. So this upcoming turn, it's probably going to be Radiant Fountain into Vesuva, copying Growth Chamber. Golos. That's fine. They're searching for what, a basic land? What are they searching for? A land card. Oh, so I recently saw in an event that there was a green Eldrazi Tron list running around that was playing like mainboard Thought Knots. I don't know if it had smashes and stuff. I don't know if it'd be worth the time to look it up. But they definitely had things like Thought Knots here and whatnot, and Golos. I don't know. Maybe is it worth looking it up? Nah. Oh, it's any land. Oh, any land card is vastly better than I was anticipating. If we counter this sphere, then there's no way that we can get our amulet blown up. And they didn't just jam a Karn. Maybe they were expecting the negate. But they have Great Creator and Karn Liberated, so I don't know if we can... I guess if they have the Nature's Claim, we just negate the Nature's Claim, so we might as well make them have it. This does let them cantrip a card deeper, but... Interesting. The made a green and didn't do anything with it. Huh. It's quite fishy. But we can still play Dryad and then hold up this Growth Chamber. This copy of a Growth Chamber, I should say, with the Vesuva. So I think we're fine here. Definitely a very weird spot. Ooh, Force of Vigor is pretty good. Okay, so I think it's going to be Field of the Dead instead of the Fountain, actually, so we're guaranteed to have the untapped source that we need. We'll play our Dryad. We'll play a Vesuva, copying Growth Chamber. Now, we could bounce the Field, or we could bounce the Growth Chamber. I think it's going to be better to bounce the tapped, like, actual Growth Chamber, so we guarantee that we have access to a bounce land to eventually ramp into a Titan. And now, if we need to, we can Force of Vigor pitching this Sakura Tribe Scout. So. Alright, you can search with your Sanctum first. We do have Titan this upcoming turn, so we can get Ghost Quarter and Vesuva, potentially. We're definitely not letting this guy resolve, that's for sure. Now, this is like a super sad robot. What is the actual name of that guy? Solemn Simulacrum? That one? I kind of like it. So they got a Ceaseless Hunger and a Wormcoil Engine. Don't really anticipate them being able to cast them, in all honesty. So yeah, let's just do some stuff. Let's start here. We could get the Castle Garenbrig in play. Yeah, that's fine. Keep our Vesuva in hand. There's no point in floating an extra mana. No, we'll get Garenbrig in play here. And we'll go ahead and activate it. We'll play our Titan. And now we can get Valakut and the Haste Land. Yes. And I don't know if we need to bother shooting down the Golos or not, in all honesty. We can get... So we're going to get 2 triggers here, and then we attack, and... Oh, wait, no, we don't get the 2 triggers yet. Okay, so then it's a little easier here. This is going to get Vesuva copying Valcut and a Ghost Quarter, I suppose. We're going to get to do 4 shots of damage with our damage here. So they're going to have 3 from blocking this, plus 4 more 3 damage triggers. So that's 5. Let's say it's 15. 15 damage coming through. That doesn't seem like enough. Our land drops short, sadly. So yes. We'll get Vesuva, and I think we just have to go for the Ghost Quarter line here. We definitely can't let them get to a Ulamog the Ceaseless Hunger. So that's going to be 3, 6, 12 damage, it looks like. Should we kill the Golos? I think the answer is going to be no. I mean, I don't really see why not, though. Nah, let's just shoot it all at them. This way we can just kill them with lands if they're able to somehow answer our Titan, so... We'll yield to the Amulet trigger until end of turn. Always yes. And always yield to the Valakut triggers. I don't think that we get another land drop. One can hope, right? Oh, we can Ghost Quarter ourselves here. That's fine. So we Ghost Quarter ourselves and get 2 more Valakut triggers and they're dead? Yep. I am hyper into that. We'll kill the field. Yes. We figured it out. Oh, there it is. That's the match. This is why I like the Tron matchups in general. They're so head gamey, to be honest. Anyways, that was the match against Green Tron. I never actually saw an Eldrazi card. There was Golos. Let me see if I can go find the list real quick and show it to you guys. Alright, guys, so I was able to find the list, actually, the Giganthatron list. They do play 2 Golos and 2 Thought-Knot Seers, the full 4 Wormcoil Engines, which makes a lot of sense. And then they play a couple of different Eldrazi Titans here. Yeah, I suspect that this is what we were playing against. Yeah, I mean, I think that's pretty straightforward. They do have the Nature's Claims. Sundering Titan. Looks like they were playing theirs. No, that's right. They got it from the Karn the Great Creator. Yep. Only 2 Karn and 2 Ugin. Interesting. I'll have to keep this in mind if I see this deck come back up again. Although, obviously, they probably won't be playing Gigantha anymore. I don't know. Maybe they will. It's Tron, so they can pay the 3 mana pretty easily. But anyways, I was just showing you guys this list because I only recently became aware of it. This is the one that went 5-1 in a Modern Challenge recently. So, yeah, this is the kind of the popular version of Green Tron running around right now. I might call this Green Eldrazi Tron. We'll see. We'll figure that out, and you'll know before I do because you will have already seen the title of this video. But anyways, yeah. So that was the match. Definitely the 3rd negate coming in clutch there, and that Soccer Tribe Scout basically won us the first game. That was insane. Huh. Well, obviously Stacy has her uses. Well, yeah. If you guys like what you saw, you enjoyed it, leave a like, subscribe, give me a comment. Let me know what I did wrong. Let me know what I did amazingly. I mean, if there is anything along those lines. I just play the game, y'all. I just play the game. Anyways, I will see you again for mastery. This is Red Face Menace signing off.